Appreciate y'all patience. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all, operating at the truest, highest, vibrant, and greatest version of your authentic self. As for me, I'm feeling good for no reason at all. Every day is a good day. We may not always rise feeling that way, but it's up for us to get into the velocity, into the momentum of what good is, according to our preference. It feels good to feel good. I mentioned previously, if you're not your own inspiration, if we're not our own inspiration, we shouldn't teach our kids to be like us. As for me, being a male, and being subject to the very thing I'm about to share, I'm familiar with male friends, guys, men in general, having a lot of kids. But when it comes to the boys, we'll be quick to say, I want my son to be just like me. And that's all fine and good. When being like you is worth accomplishment. But when when being like you is being a piece of shit, you don't want your kids to be like you. The same thing for the women. You know, loose women, unbridled women. You would want your daughter, you would fashion and mold your daughters to be like you when you ain't shit. I know I ain't never talked like this before, but these are some blunt things that sometimes it just ain't no other way to say it. But I'm saying that to say this. If you planted a garden, you wouldn't plant all the same seeds. We would plant a variety. So, for those of us who come from certain backdrops, come from certain generational patterns, who come from certain traumas, and we haven't did certain work, or we're not in a better place within ourselves according to what we already know within ourselves, we've been busting our behind to get over and beyond. Because a lot of us still carrying some things that's keeping us way down instead of loosening us up where we could be more lighter and freer. But if we was planting a garden, we wouldn't plant all watermelon seeds. No, because we're going to want some lettuce, we're going to want some radish, we're going to want some tomatoes, so we'll plant a variety. I'm saying that to say then it's just my opinion. No human being, no parent should want their kids to be like them. If anything, we should want our kids to be better than us. And unfortunately, that's a problem with a lot of parents. Because, unfortunately, a lot of children don't want their children to be better than them because, as I said previously, they didn't amount to be shit. So, to children, to the children, because I'm a child, man, be better than you've never been. Because we were set up from the beginning. We were set up for failure by not being taught a lot of things, many things. How do I know? Because I don't found myself too many times saying, I wish I had known then what I know now. So that means somewhere somebody didn't teach me some things that that I was gonna need to know at a later on. Saying I wish I would have knew then what I know now. Usually when we find ourselves saying that, we don't find ourselves in some situations that we don't prefer to be in, and we wish we could be in better ones. only opportunity we have to teach the younger generation, our children, our children's children, is to teach them everything that we found out in those moments that we said, I wish I would have knew then what I know now. We got to pass that on. So hopefully our children and our children's children don't find themselves saying, I wish I would have knew then what I know now. We can save them some hardship, save them some struggle. It's our responsibility to teach them everything nobody ever taught us, and we had to find out ourselves. I want to remind us that our spiritual walk is not to be perfect, but it is meant to be personal. Our spiritual walk is not meant to be perfect, but it is meant to be personal. We perfect ourselves along the way, and that's why it's so important not to compare your journey, your life experiences with nobody else's, because then you'll find yourself out of pocket. It'll never feel like you're in the right place if you compare, if you basing it on where somebody at in their life, in their journey, spiritually or otherwise. Your spiritual journey, your personal spiritual journey, your walk is not to be perfect. You're gonna stumble, but it is meant to be personal, because it'll never mean to me what it mean to you. My walk will never mean to you what it mean to me. It's just not possible. Great change. Positive change is great change. And great change is going to come with sacrifice. Because for some of us, according to what we got to change, we have to sacrifice some things. We have to dead some things. We have to let go some things. People, places, or behaviors. And we're going to need dedication. We're going to need determination. We're going to need perseverance. And we definitely going to need some confidence. We all each have to find ways to transmute, adjust, and accept to greater energies, greater growth, greater maturity, and greater opportunity. Because nobody can choose us to change. Nobody can choose you to change. You have to choose yourself. I have to choose myself every day. And it's an everyday, that's the thing. We don't just choose one time. After you choose, you continue to make the same choice. And that's how you get stronger. We choose ourselves to change when life is showing us that we can't keep doing the same things. That we can't keep hurting ourselves. And therefore, that we can't keep hurting others. When life shows you that something has to change, you're usually in a place that you don't want to be. But the beauty is the enlightenment that comes, because we start to notice things that don't resonate with us today like it used to yesterday. Things don't sound so cool today as they used to yesterday. However, don't expect the old self, don't expect the ego to just lay down and let you step into the new you. It ain't gonna work like that. We're gonna go through some things. They call them dark nights of the soul. You know, shadow self, shadow work. The old self ain't gonna lay down without a fight. Choose you. It might feel funny. It might feel weird. It might feel strange to entertain new energies, due to learning new things, due to growing, due to maturing, due to growing. Old things never want to die easy, but they got to be sifted and shifted out. So newness can come in. Better feelings, better energy, better vitality. When you know better, it ain't no excuse. When we know better, there is no excuse. And when you know better, do better. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Feel good for no reason at all. Remain true and authentic to the greatest version of yourself. Before I exit, I got some gifts upon setting up to do this video. So I'm gonna open these gifts while we sitting here with the collective. See what I got in here. You know, so I wasn't used to getting a lot of gifts, but gifts are always good to receive. You hear me? Pops, the man, the myth, the legend. Yes, I am. Salute to God. These my happy Father's Day gifts. I decided I'd share them with the collective. Pops, the man, the myth, the legend. Yes, I am. What else I got down here? Some big bucks. Somebody love me like this? Nikes. Oh wow. And they love pops like this, huh? Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, huh? I appreciate it. Make sure I have something to rock with them. You can believe that. You hear me? I appreciate y'all enjoying the gifts with me. As always, stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Thank you, thank you, thank you.